YouTube. Welcome back to Scents of South Jersey with me, Kellen, for another fragrance review today. Before we jump into the fragrance review, I do want to acknowledge a tag that I was tagged in on Instagram by Barry from Centralize over in the UK. So thanks so much, brother, for tagging me. I'm gonna make that video soon. It's a 10 fragrance video, so I have to pick 10, and those are harder for me to kind of come up with, but I definitely wanted to give a shout out and say thank you for doing that, and just making me a part of something like that. That's a lot of fun. So I'm going to get that video to you and the rest of the fragrance community here that follows my channel as soon as possible. So thanks again. Did want to acknowledge that. But back to the review today, we're going to review a fragrance, an Italian fragrance from an old school classic Italian house, the House of Victor. Victor is a very, 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 in my opinion, barbershop, very old school Italian type of fragrance house. They make a lot of eau de colognes, some eau de toilettes. They've been around for quite a while. Some of their fragrances go back as far as the 50s, maybe even earlier than that. They are very aromatic, very in the fougere category. And the fragrance that we're going to take a look at today is called Fresco by Victor. So, as usual, of course, we're going to look at the bottle, we'll look at the box, give the presentation breakdown. I'll talk about its notes, I'll talk about its performance on my skin, and then I'm going to go over my thoughts on the fragrance, and then we'll give it the overall rating. So we'll jump right into it. Take a look at the presentation. As you can see here, green box, it says Fresco, eau de cologne, natural spray, and the E and the C are in red, which is a typical thing from Victor. They always do that, and I have another fragrance that is almost identical to this one in terms of the look. On the symbol there, you see Victor, the red V. On the top, you have the Victor symbol. And then on the back, not much going on. You can see small print. There is some brand information. And on the bottom, you do have your barcode. And on the sides, you don't have anything going on here, too. So Victor, I think, then turned to a house called Visconti di Madrona, or they've always been linked in one way or another. Maybe you guys know the backstory on that. I don't as much. But let's take a look at the bottle. Such a green bottle. So cool. Built-in sprayer. Plastic cap, but it's built in. Sprayer on top there, you can see. And it says Fresco. Pretty much looks identical to the box. Victor down here. This is a 100 ml, so 3.4 ounce bottle. On the bottom, you have a sticker. And, it says made in Italy and also in New York as well as where it's distributed in the United States. So was able to pick this one up on eBay. I've used it quite a bit. It's a really fresh summer, warm weather, spring, summer scent too. So we'll take a look at the distribution. Huge spray, really, 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 really good distribution on these. I actually really like these sprayers. Real quick before we jump into the notes, it looks identical to one of my all-time favorites, one of the ones that probably is nostalgic for me, Acqua di Selva by Visconti di Madrona. It's almost identical, so why this one says Visconti di Madrona and this one says Victor, I'm not sure. But if you take a look at the box and the bottle, a little bit more detail on the box, as you can see that pattern that's on there. These two are cousins. They're Italian cousins. They see each other every Sunday for Sunday dinner. You know what I mean? So take a look here. This one, almost the same thing. Don't want to get into that fragrance as much. Just wanted to show the comparison of how close it was. But we'll back to Fresco. So the notes for Fresco, the top notes, you have mandarin, neroli, orange, and lemon. You have basil, bergamot, lavender, mint, rose, thyme, and ylang-ylang. And in the base, you have moss, sandalwood, vanilla, and cedar. So there are more notes than I actually thought there were, and there's some different views on this one on Fragrantica. So this came out in 1981 initially, and then I think it was redone, and this is probably the newer formulation. I don't think it's in production anymore at all by Victor. And Victor, I'm not even sure that is a house that's in production of any of their fragrances anymore. But the most prevalent notes for this fragrance, right off the top, I have some on here. I'll spray some on my hand again. You get an instantaneous citrus, an instantaneous very lemon rind hint. And I think the bergamot as well too. So citrus burst initially, and then it dries down and it gets a little green. You get a little of that moss and some of the sandalwood. It becomes kind of a woody fragrance too. It's categorized as an aromatic scent. But those are the most, I think, prevalent scents, that you get. We'll talk about the performance. It's typical Victor performance, and anyone that has a Victor fragrance is going to know that Victor scents are not beast mode. They're eau de colognes. They give that barbershop vibe, like just the whole look of this bottle. You think, okay, that's going to be placed on a barber table after you get your haircut. They spray some on the back of your neck and you're out the door. So, I think I get about maybe 5 hours max on this fragrance. It's going to project pretty well, surprisingly, for the first hour. The sillage trail, people will smell it. You can apply heavy with this one. I go 8 to 10 sprays all day long. If you put it on your clothes, it will last longer. I've noticed that I get whiffs of it much later in the day if it's on my clothes. But after, maybe 4 hours, it's a skin scent. It's a real refreshing scent. It's not something that you're going to wear to be a beast mode fragrance that you want it to last all day. It's just not that. None of the Victor fragrances, and Aqua de Selva is not like that. Victor Club, that's another Victor fragrance I have. The only one that's the strongest performance is that Wall Street fragrance. But again, that's not anywhere near as fresh as this one. That one's a deeper kind of leather tobacco scent, where this is a fresh citrus and lemon scent. So I would say 5 hours on that one. But if you keep it with you, you can reapply this one all day. That's a great one for that too. So I love this scent. I'll talk about my thoughts now. It's very fresh. It's very cooling. Like when you spray it on your skin, it actually cools your skin. It's an Italian classic, and it's got that barbershop vibe, and it's perfect for the warmer weather, where Aqua de Selva is kind of like a fall, spring, maybe winter, because it's got a little bit more harsher green notes in it, like pine, and a little bit heavier on the oak moss, where this really kind of transitions into the warmer weather, and it's an extremely fresh scent. And I would love to wear this one spring, summer, heat. It's going to do great in it. It's going to be very, very uplifting. It's going to be very, very crowd pleasing, but it's going to carry that classic vibe that Victor is known for. And that's why I love it too. So, and of course, it's just in a very Italian scent, which is appealing to me. And it's from a house that I have a lot of history with, because I loved Aqua de Selva, still do. And this really gives a nice powdery lemon musk scent too that you get, and it's masculine but fresh at the same time, but not overbearing. It's not going to offend anyone. Places that you could wear this to work, you could wear this to the gym, you could wear this out casually. This is definitely best for the daytime. I wouldn't necessarily wear this one at night if I were going out, but I definitely think it's perfect for warm weather, daytime, and work, gym, anything, any place where you want to just smell fresh during the day. Nice sunny day. That's what I get the vibe from this one. Coming out of a barbershop, fresh, and you go about your day, and you're applying Fresco because you're fresh like Fresco. So I think age range for this scent is probably 30s and up would find this most appealing. It's definitely got the older school kind of classic vibe to it, like I had mentioned. But again, it's not super heavy either, which is what I like. So, and it's not a super complex fragrance either. It does exactly what you'd assume it to be, exactly what the name. As soon as I saw the name and I thought this was interesting, because this was a blind buy. I don't know where you can get a sample of this. I knew I was going to like it, and I did. And I've definitely had instances where I've purchased something without ever having sampled it before, and I wasn't a huge fan. That doesn't happen as often, but it does happen. But this one, you can just safe buy. eBay, it's going to run you around $39. I think that's around what I paid for it. But I really like it, and as soon as this bottle's over, I'm definitely going to get another one. They do offer a couple other products as well. They have a massive aftershave. I shaved with it today, and I've been wearing it all week in preparation for this review. But take a look at this bottle here. Now, this thing is huge. So this is a 200 ml, so this is a 6.8 ounce bottle. It's got the dabber on there too. So this stuff, very, very refreshing. The scent doesn't last a lot longer with this. I think it helps project the fragrance when you wear it, but if you're just wearing the aftershave alone, you're gonna get 45 minutes max. And that's gonna be at a very, very, very skin scent projection level because it's an aftershave. So it definitely has the alcohol vibe, but it's got that fresh lemon. So you put that on and then you spray the fragrance, and it's gonna be giving you about probably an extra hour, I would say. So that combination, but I'm not always shaving. I do only do that once a week because I don't need to do it that often, more than that, I should say. So Fresco, we'll talk about its overall rating. I love the presentation. I think it's very, very classic. It's very, very old school, and I love the built-in sprayer, and I love the all green look. It's definitely got a barbershop vibe to it. So I'm going to give the presentation a 10 out of 10. I've always liked this built-in sprayer look. It's very classic, very Italian looking. Performance, again, was never expecting it to be a big performer, but for what it does, it surprises me. Like I mentioned, I'll get actually some whiffs of it better past the 5 hour mark because I sprayed it on my clothes. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 on performance. The smell, again, it's not anything groundbreaking in terms of how unique or different the smell is, but I love the smell, and I think it's super fresh, and it's definitely going to be my scent of the day many times throughout the summer. So I'm going to give the smell a 9 out of 10, which is going to be an overall rating of 8 out of 10 for Fresco by Victor. So if any of you guys have tried this fragrance or anything else by Victor or Visconti di Madrone, that you are interested in or want me to review or have some comments on there, please let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you have any experience with this one, what a good summer scent is. If you have any interest or questions about it, please ask. This is an awesome scent for the summer. And again, you can check it out there. That's Fresco by Victor. 8 out of 10 on this one. Great buy. Definitely check it out if you have the ability to grab one. So anyway, thanks so much. Guys, the channel's growing. We're almost at 1,000. And again, I want to do that giveaway when we reach 1,000 for the Van Cleef & Arpels fragrances. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.